Located in central Kentucky, the land of bourbon, horses, and history, the historic city of Springfield is part of the Kentucky Lincoln Heritage Trail and is the ancestral home of Abraham Lincoln's family. In other words, you need to go. And there's nature, there's bald eagles, like I was saying earlier on the show, there's bourbon, and there's Stephanie. And Stephanie McMillin is who is joining us on Big Blend Radio next. She's the executive director of the Springfield Tourism Commission. And if you're going to go to Springfield, which you should, I know from all the conversations we've had with her, and we're going to find out this year what it's like in person.
I
can't
Go to wait.
Visit springfield-ky.com. Bourbon Queen, how are you doing?
Great. I think it's spring already.
Really? Really? Is
Yes,
it because we were playing Bluebird songs before you? No, seriously. Spring is coming up?
I feel like it, yeah. We've had some really beautiful, warm days. We've had a lot of rain. I think you've seen it in the news. We've had a little flooding situation, but that's gone now. And emerald green everywhere you look.
Oh, cool.
Oh, this is cool. Now, how far are you from Nashville? Because we were trying to recruit Jeremy Parsons, the musician that was on the show before you. We're trying to recruit him into Springfield because he said he may go north to Kentucky. So I was like, well, you got to go to Springfield. You know, I'm just saying. How far are you from Nashville? 2.5?
2.5 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours.
That's nothing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a pretty drive, too.
Oh, cool.
So when we go through Natchitoches, Louisiana, then we are going to go the Natchez Trace up through Memphis and into Nashville to you. Are we just like in for a treat? Like, this sounds like a good drive.
Well, I know where you live, and it tends to be a little brownish.
She knows where we live.
It tends to be a little brownish and a little flatter out there. And on this side of the Mississippi, it is quite green. You run into some hills. You run into some rolling hills. Sometimes you get into the mountains. And the landscape is vastly different. It's just beautiful. And you're coming at the best time of the year. I'm so happy you're coming in the spring.
Well, we're going to be working on this trip. I got some news for you, but we can't tell anybody anything on the show yet because it's not all official yet. But it's semi-official, and it's really, really good. And one thing I want to tell you is when we come to Springfield, the one thing, well, there's a lot of things we want to do, as we've talked over the years, is we want to do a walking tour. And you know how we love our 1-hour walks. So downtown Springfield has like a 1-hour walk we can do, right? And you've got brochures and things. Yeah.
Cool.
So we can do that.
We have a structured walking trail that features about 1,000 different trees and plants, as well as historical homes. So you take the trail. It's a big loop, and you just get to see everything that is attractive about Springfield, all the nature and the history and the old beautiful homes. I just love it. I think out west you kind of miss that because it's just not as old as it is over here. So it's something new to see.
Yeah, you got Civil War history. I mean, that's Abraham Lincoln's family, and then the other thing too is, and I was reading about your trail too. Is like it's an arboretum, and you learn about all the different trees and plants,
cool.
and so. Does the Holy Land Tour, is that part of it? Like, is the Holy Land Tour and Trail part of, like, the whole region?
Well, the Holy Land Tour is a different thing. It encompasses 3 counties, Washington, Marion, and Nelson County. And we have the oldest churches west of the Alleghenies. And it's a driving tour. You can come to the Opera House on Main Street and pick up a free map. And you can really do just sightseeing. You can do genealogical work. You can go into the churches and just tour them because some of them are just breathtaking. And they're in the original state. And it's a pleasant surprise. It might not be you might not have it on your radar as something cool to do, but trust me, it is breathtaking. And the drive could not be prettier.
Nice.
I know every photo I've seen that comes out of your area is just like, oh man, we need open spaces like that and greenery and trees and horses, and it just looks so beautiful. And to me, that's the thing, is like you get to learn something you didn't know either, and when you have that, kind of history, you're going to learn something new. And you have the barn quilt tour too, and that's one of the things I can't wait to see, is all the barn quilts on the barn, or the quilts on the barns, that are painted up on the barns. I'm looking forward to that. I do want to touch on the fact that Washington County, because you're talking about the different counties, so you're actually, Springfield is the county seat, right, of Washington County, which is isn't it the oldest county in the state?
Yes, Springfield is the county seat of Washington County, which is the first county in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, named after the first president of the United States.
Wow. So now we're getting into like the old school history, seriously. Like we're not messing around. You're not messing around.
Right.
But also you got the Main Street that belongs in the Springfield. Springfield in the Guys, the TV show. You know what I'm talking about.
The
my
Simpsons.
gosh, The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
Thank you. It's happy hour. See what happens? You bring us The Simpsons. So like that show, like that could be in your downtown. That's what you guys always say. It's like boom.
Absolutely. There was a contest it was 10 years ago, and to see which Springfield in the United States was the real Springfield of the Simpsons show. And I believe we came in second or something, but there's websites out there that point to all the reasons why Kentucky's Springfield is the actual Springfield, just because of all the things that correlate with elements of the show. So if you come over here, if you're a fan of the show, you will get a kick out of seeing how many things are very similar to the cartoon.
See?
That's funny.
That's how it rolls. So now, for you, growing up there, because this is like your hometown, how has it changed from like, being a kid there and going to school, traveling, and then coming back home? Has it changed much?
It has gotten better. When I was here, this was largely an agricultural community, and the complaint of a lot of kids anywhere is there's nothing to do. When you're younger, you get your driver's license, and the first thing you do is drive out of the county. And then the second thing you do, the only thing we had to do back then was drive up and down Main Street and down to the Dairy Queen and back, for hours. And eventually I left, and I've lived other places, and then I came back, and I couldn't believe how much my heart had changed towards this place. When you go and you see the other side of the mountain, you experience things, and you're happy to do that at the time, and then you come back to your hometown, and you realize how good you had it. You can sleep with your doors unlocked. The water and the air is so clean and fresh, and people are smiling and they know each other. And it's just such a wholesome, clean, loving atmosphere that I'm glad I went away, and I'm even more glad I came back.
Oh, that's nice.
But sometimes you have to distance in order to appreciate.
Yeah, especially from a kid. Like, I think all kids should travel.
Oh, yeah.
There's a whole thing about going backpacking and, go to college. You're supposed to leave to come back to understand and have that appreciation. And you're supposed to go have some adventures,
Oh, yeah.
So I think that's awesome, Stephanie, that you come back and your heart's happy, and that it just seems like such a cool place. We can't wait to come out. And let's talk a little bit about what's going on for spring, but also the summer. Obviously, people can go bourbon tasting. That's a thing that you're on the bourbon trail. So that's important. So I have to bring that out. Apparently, you can go bourbon tasting, and you can play cornhole somewhere. I have to just say it before you say it and make me get the giggles.
Absolutely. Actually, we are surrounded by distilleries, and I do have an announcement to make that Springfield has a distillery locating here, and it's called Michter's. It's a very high-end bourbon, and they are locating their facilities here. It's a process. First, they have to build their warehouses, and then the distillery will come, and we've heard that there's a restaurant in the making. So everybody's super excited about that.
Cool.
And one of the cool anecdotes of Michter's, they wanted to be in Washington County because the legend is George Washington served Michter's to his troops when they were crossing the Delaware.
Well, good for him.
Man,
I vote for him.
This is cool. This is cool.
This is a little bit of your mother's courage. This is what you serve.
I love this. So, how much trouble are we going to get in?
A lot.
No, this sounds good.
We'll behave. Wink, wink. We'll behave.
Okay, but there's like a bunch going on. I was looking at this, like, you guys, you've got the theater, you've got film going on, and that's something we've talked about a lot over the last year. Really, is the theater. You've got also the Mid-Kentucky Choir or Chorus, how everybody wants to say it. But you also have the theater, which is really cool, the Central Kentucky Theater. And so that's something that it seems like there's year-round performances happening in the theater.
We are, I guess he's not so new now, Eric Steele. He came aboard. He is fantastic, and he's redone everything from the types of shows that they're producing to the theater itself. And yes, the schedule is as full as it's ever been. We're really looking forward to April's 2 shows, Bring on Broadway. That's a Mid-Kentucky Chorus production. Teresa Tedder is the composer. She is a treasure. All of her productions are just breathtaking. The tickets always sell out, so if you're interested in going, you need to get your tickets. Like, hurry up and get your tickets. And then we're branching out. We usually have pretty G, very rarely PG productions, but this year we're having Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill. So people are really looking forward to that.
Some naughtiness.
It's a little, 18 and over.
Yeah, it's a little naughtiness. It's that. Yeah.
Little
bar and grill humor. It's happy hour.
Suggest.
Yeah, and cornholes may be part of it. You never know. And then, one thing I saw that I thought was so cool is you have Monty Python Spamalot coming out in June.
I love it.
Mid-June. I was like, dude, who would know Springfield, Kentucky, you're going to see Monty Python? You know,
how cool
that is awesome. You can't beat that.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. The auditions are crazy. They're going really well. I can't wait to see it myself. I can't wait to see the set. The set for Lady Day is just going to be fantastic. The theater's new, so it's just like every new production that we have, it just blows our minds.
How cool.
So now let's also talk about the Green Festival that's happening in Springfield. This is something that's been going for a while. I see it's April 27th, everyone, 2018, in case you're listening a year later. Springfield Green Festival. So a lot of times people may have a perception, I'm just saying, being honest, that, hey, certain areas in the world or in the country may not be green, and getting into sustainability. I'm just saying, right? I have to say it, but Springfield is not that way.
Oh no, this is a sustainability festival. This year we're doing it a little bit differently. We're, instead of a morning festival, we're going to have it up in the evening, and this is all things to do with the environment and clean living. So the vendors that we have, they're very well curated, and the activities for the children, they're all learning exercises on how to treat the environment, make it better, how to treat your body and make it better. It's a really great festival. It's the 5th year, and it just keeps growing.
That's neat.
Cool.
That's neat. I think that is something that's important, and I know your area too. I mean, the land is important. You got to protect the land so you can have good bourbon. It's just
absolutely, absolutely.
It's in the water.
I know, but now, okay. So this is the other thing. You have a farmers market. So do you have like agriculture with different like? Tell us about that. Like, what kind of produce we can get? I mean, if we think about Kentucky, we may think tobacco. So what kind of produce are we going to get?
We have everything here. This is the Ohio Valley, and literally everything grows here. One of my favorite things is the local honey. We have some of the best local honey. And it's just not one vendor. We have many vendors with honey. We have fresh organic eggs, all the fruits and vegetables you can possibly name. And one of my favorite things is towards the end of the summer is the sweet corn. Oh my goodness, it's the best. It's the best, and you can get like bushels of it for next to nothing.
Oh, corn to cornhole? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
she had to go there.
You know, we're gonna have to do something special with you in cornhole.
Well, you started it, and now we're ready. You know. Yeah, I know. It's
yeah. We're gonna have to have.
We have to play it.
We have to have the cornhole experience.
We want to play cornhole. So
we could go around saying we have
played cornhole.
Done the cornhole.
Have you done that? Yeah. Okay, so now in June you have this bourbon bike ride that coincides with the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival.
Yes, it's a great event.
Sounds crazy cool.
Well, it starts in the morning, late morning, with the motorcycle riders, and they tour 4 distilleries. And you go through the countryside from distillery to distillery, and it's just a great ride. And you come back to Springfield, the big loop, and when you come back, we'll be having the Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Festival.
So could I do it on a tricycle?
If your little legs can pedal fast enough.
She's like, good luck with whatever you want to do. Like, that's funny. That is funny. So now also, okay, so the other thing is, like, you've got that happening. You've got the barbecue and blues, but the bourbon thing is going on, obviously, in your area. But one thing I'm excited I saw on your calendars, July 6th through 8th, is the Springfield Film Festival. This is something cool because, we've talked about it before on the shows with James Bond. And the Springfield Bonded Film Complex. This is a big deal. This is a big deal what's happening in Springfield. So you want to give everybody a quick overview about what's going on in regard to the film industry in Springfield, and then we can talk about the film festival, which is obviously like a really good kickoff to everything that's happening.
Yes. A major independent studio has chosen to open up the Springfield Bonded Film Complex here in Kentucky, and it is Kentucky's first and currently only soundstage. And we're very honored to have them here. It's a facility that is so big that they can host multiple productions, and they're also doing training and post-production and everything in between. I'm learning a lot just listening to these people talk about how movies are made. And we're hoping that they have a long and illustrious career in Springfield. It's really good for our town.
Yeah.
Is this going to be like a new Hollywood?
Yeah. Like
Hollywood South.
So do you have the lodging for that?
I like it.
I mean, what about the lodging? And I want people to know about that anyway, because people coming through, you're in the heartland, you're in bourbon country, you're in Lincoln country. I mean, you're just in beauty land. What kind of lodgings can accommodate that, and what can people expect?
Well, we do have a Springfield Inn here. You can Google it, and also we have information if you contact us or come to our Welcome Center. And we have some beautiful bed and breakfasts around here, and cool. Airbnb. If you can get on that app, Airbnb app, you'll see that there's some really cute, quaint places to stay out in the country. Cool. There's some places that you wake up to, horses, looking out horses and cows and sheep and alpacas out the window, and other places that you get a lake view. So just explore the Airbnb app. We have a lot of people listed there.
Wow, how cool.
That's neat. That is neat.
Yeah, I know. I love it.
I know. And then you just so Springfield Film Festival is happening. So that's July 6th through 8th. You have a 4th of July festival, but also this Jets Over Kentucky. What's that about? That happens July 8th through 18th. I mean, are you having like a 10-day air festival?
Yes. We actually have a municipal airport out here. It's the Springfield Lebanon Airport. And this particular festival is the largest radio-controlled festival of its kind in the world. And these are not small little toys. It almost looks like you could fit in them. You can't, but they're huge. Some of them are like 6 feet long. And they're flying these jets in the air. And then they have this nighttime show and some fireworks. It's fantastic. If you have any sort of interest in RC toys or planes or anything like that, it's something to see. It's the largest in the world, and it draws so many people. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing to see.
How cool is that?
So one thing too, I mean, what about spring and summer? It's obviously, this is the weather to fly all these things. What's it like in regards to recreation? I mean, what can we do for outdoors? We talked about walking downtown, but are there hiking trails or nature areas for us to all go hang out in?
Yes, we have a lot of kayakers and canoers that come through this area. The Beach Fork River is insanely popular. One of the reasons is we're a certified clean county, and people have spotted all kinds of wildlife, from beavers to deer and red-tailed hawks, bald eagles, everything. And it's great fun. Also, you'll be going past like the Mount Zion Bridge, recently preserved, renovated. It's the longest covered bridge in the state. And you'll go, you can take short tours. You can take an all-day tour or trip, I guess. And it's really fun. It's not white water, so don't expect that. It's not like the whitewater rapids. But you go through basically from one end of the county to the other.
Cool.
That's interesting too.
That sounds like fun.
Well, covered bridges, people travel according to bridge just to go and see all the the covered bridges.
It's
it's part of history, and it's so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Of why they even made them covered instead of open.
Because when you're going across a bridge, it's good not to be swept off it by wind, or if it's snowing or there's ice.
I know, but it's just really interesting to me.
Because normally you're crossing a bridge, you're crossing over something that you don't want to fall into.
I know. Can they do that on the Golden Gate Bridge? I'm just saying.
That would be weird. Wouldn't it be funny?
The other thing I would like to mention is the Transamerica bike tour comes straight through Springfield. And we are constantly amazed. We get people from across the globe that pedal through Springfield. Last year we had them from all over Europe, from all over the United States, South America, Australia, everywhere. And the Transamerica bike route, crisscrosses the United States, and we're lucky enough to have it come through Springfield. So we get to make friends all over the world.
Oh, we love that.
I'm going to bring my tricycle. Seriously.
Oh boy, and then she'll play cornhole later. No, I'm kidding, but but that's so cool about that. Okay, so so you're really smack in the middle of the state. Like really, you are the center of Central Kentucky, and
we're the geographic center.
Yeah, because I was looking. There's so many national parks to go to. Like you could make that your hub and travel out. You could go see Mammoth even. And I mean, how far are you from Louisville and the bigger cities, and like Bowling Green and?
Well, Louisville and Lexington, we're about equal distance between those two. You can get there in about 45 minutes or so, give or take, depending on traffic.
Wow.
We're a little bit further from Bowling Green, about 2 hours, I'd say, a little less than 2 hours. And Cincinnati, that's about 2 hours from Cincinnati. So
really,
we are right in the middle of everything.
Wow.
Cincinnati, like Ohio? I mean, really? You're
Yeah.
that?
Mhm.
Oh, we got to go look at a map again.
Okay, I know, but I mean, so how far do you think you are from Gettysburg? I mean, I don't know, that's kind of wild. I'm just looking because I'm plotting.
Gettysburg.
I don't
That's
know. Pennsylvania. That's a whole different route. I know.
Yeah.
That's like hello. Let me just go take another little trip over there. But that's pretty amazing.
On my tricycle.
Yeah, I mean, so you can go to Tennessee real fast,
Yes.
as well. Ohio real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's pretty cool for people to know too, especially if you're going cross country in the summer and the spring. And fall, is fall a big time for you guys?
It's beautiful in the fall. We get we're one of the lucky places that get the big fall color show.
I love that.
Wow. When does that start?
Well, I'm thinking like October, around October.
Okay. Cool. It changes every year, doesn't it? Like really, the way the weather is lately.
It does. You need some rain. You need a cold snap. You need some things to fall into place before the colors really pop out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So lastly, downtown. When you go downtown, is there shopping and restaurants? Those are two things I know everybody wants to know about.
Yes. Oh my goodness. If you like antique shopping, this place will keep you occupied for days. We have several antique and consignment stores. It's great fun to go through these stores and see what they have, even for locals like us, to see all the new things that they bring in. We have some really lovely gift shop type places, and the restaurants. We have one place in particular, Mordecai's, and Mordecai Lincoln was Abraham's favorite uncle, and that's why it's named that. They have a wonderful daily buffet. The specialty is their seafood buffet on the weekends. I can't get enough of it. My fingers are swelling up just thinking about it. And it's followed by a brunch on Sunday. And now my face is swelling thinking about it, all the eating I'm going to do this weekend.
Okay, what about Bloody Marys? That's important. Bloody Marys are key.
They make a fantastic Bloody Mary.
Okay, that's important. We got to cover the basics and and Bloody Mary is part of the things to live by, okay? So I know bourbon is one, but Bloody Marys are right there, because there's no such thing as a Sunday morning without a Bloody Mary.
Absolutely.
Or a Monday morning, a Tuesday morning, a Wednesday morning. Who cares? Who cares about that? We really don't care.
I think we should do a new tour where you get a Bloody Mary, and then you get your tricycle out and tricycle to the next destination.
I know. Okay, I know. And then you can play cornhole on your tricycle. See? That's how it is. All right. It's time to play Happy Hour with the Bourbon Queen. You can't beat Happy Hour with the Bourbon Queen. No. Because Stephanie's never played Happy Hour with Nancy and Lisa, ever.
Ever.
I know. You are the Bourbon Queen. You can't beat that. Okay, so, Bourbon Queen, who are you spending happy hour with? Who do you want to hang out with? Alive, passed on, fictional? Where? What are you drinking? And we want the gossip. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm going to do something a little different than I normally do. I think this time I'd like to spend happy hour with Jesus, because I got a lot of questions.
Ooh,
wow.
Ooh, okay. You just chose your song for the ending of this show. Okay.
Okay, can you give us like one of the questions?
No, I want to know. So you got questions. But yeah, like, okay, wait. Where? I want to know.
We all got questions.
We have some fabulous wineries around here, so I'm thinking he's probably amenable to that.
Yeah.
And so we're probably going to be drinking some wine. And
just changed your song choice again.
Oh. And I don't know. I would ask all kinds of things. Yeah, I guess starting with I don't know, the Big Bang Theory.
I'd be asking, how'd you turn the water into wine, dude?
I know. I want that secret. I'm like serious. Like that's an important secret. There's a lot of questions. And how do you not get pissed off when you get like, people are trade you out, you know what I mean? How do you keep your, your
cool.
Yeah. It's just
I don't know. Maybe he has
juice,
a rubber
man.
band around his wrist and he has to snap it to calm down.
I don't know. I think it's
I'm pretty sure
man.
the flock has gone astray so many times he's pulling his hair out.
I don't know. I think maybe he takes them that far. Yeah, so you got wine. So, but I mean, is there a specific? Are you going to go to an actual winery, or is there a specific place you're going to hang out with the wine?
We
with
have
Jesus?
some very nice wineries around here, and not just good product, but like Washington County, in North Washington County, we have the Jester's Winery, and I'm so sorry, it's called Horseshoe Winery, and Jester's is one of their signature wines, and it's great. It's great. It's always good. It never fails, and when you sit out there and drink wine, just to look at the vista, it's amazing. I mean, you can truly call it God's country. It's just untouched and beautiful, and it just goes on and on forever.
So you and Jesus would walk in there, and you'd have some of their wine, and Jesus would say, "This is some good stuff."
He's gonna take.
Yeah.
Just like,
2 thumbs up. I'm pretty sure.
He'd be all like, "I wish I made that."
I know. Like, I like that. He's gonna have the Jester's wine.
So you could have like Jesus' stamp of approval on wine.
I like this. No, Jesus drinks the Jester wine. I like that. Because he's got a sense of humor. You can't go through stuff without a sense of humor, and you cannot connect with people without a sense of humor. Humor
true.
is part of it. So I'm not being blasphemous or anything like that. I'm just saying seriously, let the dude have some happiness. Jester's wine is good. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't
You're
had it
gonna
yet.
have some when you get here. You're gonna have some when you get here, and I think you're gonna find it's good stuff. I mean, we're not Sonoma or anything like that, but we produce some good wine over here.
See, I love this that you're talking about it because most people don't even think Kentucky
You wouldn't even think that
has wine. It's like Missouri has wine, and certain areas, even Texas, and here in Arizona, believe it or not, south of us, we have wine.
Yeah, because you need that Mediterranean
All
climate.
50 states produce wine, and it's going to be different in different places, and it's going to be according to what the terrain will produce. But they have wine, and God bless America.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Why not? I love that.
I think that's why Jesus made, water into wine. He knew we were going to need it.
We needed to have some giggles. That's what I'm saying. The Jester's part of it's a good thing. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, Stephanie, very good report. We've got wine, we've got bourbon, we've got covered bridges, but we need a driver. Nancy's on a tricycle playing cornhole.
I'm going to do that. I want a tricycle across the country.
Priscilla, our pink sock monkey, is ready to be in the film festival. I don't know, what's going on with that, but, sounds like a good time to me. And the Green Festival. Is that part of the alpaca thing that you have alpaca like farms out there? Is that part of that, like the Green Festival?
We have, yes. Oh, they're not a part of the festival. It's actually the New Pioneers for a Sustainable Future. They put on, Sister Claire's the head of it. They put on this festival every year, and they are very dedicated to preserving this wonderful area of ours and the rest of the U.S. as well. But one of the major things that they did was prevent a pipeline from coming through here, and they're just their mission is to get out that message that you can, it goes hand in hand, having a clean lifestyle with a clean environment, and it's good for everybody.
I love that, and that's community standing together to have everything clean and healthy, because if you don't, then we have a sick community. I love that. Thank you so much. So your song, Stephanie, is Wine-Headed. That's your song. It's changed a few times during the conversation. I have yet to find a cornhole song for you, but we'll get there. It's coming. By the time we see you, cornhole will be in there. But we are going to play Wine-Headed from you, from Johnny Master and the Mama's Boys over in New Orleans, because they like Kentucky too. You know, it's all connected in some way. And so we'll play that. But everyone, again, visit springfield-ky.com is the website to go to keep up with the events and all the good stuff that you can see and experience in Springfield, which definitely sounds like a lot. We've got nature, we've got history, we've got bourbon, we've got wine, cornhole, cycling, tricycling. I mean,
kayaking.
Really.
We'd love that.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait. Kayaking.
That's
okay.
my favorite thing.
Where are we kayaking?
On the Beach Fork River.
Cool.
Okay, so how far from like the historic downtown is that?
About a 10-minute drive.
No.
Cool.
And you have golf. We forgot about that. Okay.
Oh, great golf. I can't wait for golf weather to come back.
Okay, so golf and kayaking. So do you kayak, Stephanie? Because we don't know about you yet.
I have been. I have been in Yuma, Arizona. I haven't been here on the Beach Fork, but I will be going, I believe, in May.
Cool.
How long is the season open for kayaking?
Well, it's open to the public, so as long as you can brave the temperatures, it's year-round.
Oh, cool.
Oh, my gosh.
I
Stephanie,
love
get
kayaking.
ready. And no matter what the season is, there's always a little, there's a cooler or like something going on. Okay, well, guess what? Kayaking is on come on, Beach Fork River. I've never been on that river.
You might see some bald eagles and beavers, too, while you're out.
Cool.
Could you imagine kayaking and a beaver just like pops up and says, howdy doody?
Yeah, and be like, what you got?
Are you going to play cornhole with me? And you never know. You never know. But anyway, that will be fun. We can't wait. Everyone, again, visit springfield-ky.com and keep up with that. And we also cover Springfield on nationalparktraveling.com. If you just type in Springfield, you'll see events. You'll hear our past interviews with Stephanie, which are always entertaining. So thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you. Talk to you all later.
All right, here's your Wine-Headed song, because she's wine-headed and a bourbon queen at the same time, because she can do anything and play cornhole. Okay, here it is. All right.
When you see your baby low down in the street, begging out for nickel, man, everyone she meet. Little girl used to be nice and fine, shot at the title, got knocked out by wine.